sorry.
Goons, get him. Goons, hit and stick.
You got it, boss.
You got it, boss.
Goons, video ideas.
Off you. Round 2.
I like it. I like it. Goons, marker. Goons, toilet paper. Goons, facts. Goons, facts.
Every time you lick a stamp, you ingest half a calorie.
The capital of Wyoming is Cheyenne.
Nice. Goons, math.
5 plus 8 is 13.
All right, so listen. The interior of the triangle adds up to 180 degrees, but you can't, underneath the radical, you can't have the negative number because then you get the complex number. Okay, there's no real solutions, but then you have to factor it out, so you get the two things in the parentheses and set it equal to 0, and then you find the roots. But also you have to do the intercepts. You have to plug it back in, and then it's on the y-axis. Okay, but then you also have to like check the parabola to make sure you don't shift it up, because then there's no real solutions. But then you have to make sure it's not a v, because then it's the absolute value function. You don't want the absolute value function because it looks like a v. But then you got to reflect it across the axis and across the other axis and then back across the axis and then rotate it 270 degrees. And then the interior of the triangle adds up to 180 degrees. But then what you have to do, you have to add the, because it's not 360 because it's not a circle, okay? But it's 180 or 180 degrees. But then you have to make sure that it's not, there's no negatives under the radical, because you can't have the negatives under the radical because that makes the complex number, and you can't do the complex number. So then you have to check the y-axis for the intercept, but then you got to do the x-axis too. Okay, but then you get the x-axis, and if it's shifted up, there's no real solution. So then you have to plug it back in to make sure, and then you also have to factor in the factored form, and then you have to measure the outside, and then the answer is 2.
Goons, drink. Nice. Check for poison. Good. Goon, resurrect.
Oh, you got it, boss.
Okay.
Okay.
Spencer, anything to say?
Hold on. I might have just lost Marble Snap.
Not surprise.
Nick, how do you feel? He might have just lost Marble Snap.